Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here, and the time has arrived. The time has arrived. The season 4 trailer for Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Chaos Series. Jesus, I'm still on Camp Cretaceous brain mode, guys. Forgive me. Anyway, the season 4 trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Series is finally out, and just like the teaser trailer confirmed, this is the final season of Chaos Series. For those who don't know, or for those who just haven't been around for a bit, I absolutely adore this show. Chaos Series has just become my favorite thing from the Jurassic franchise since, again, like the first or second movie. I have not loved it. Like, I've not loved Jurassic Park / World this much. The first season blew everything out of the water. Absolutely adored season 2. Season 3 was a slight disappointment, so I'm really hoping season 4 just picks up the slack and ends off the story for these characters in an amazing way. I've grown to love these characters ever since Camp Cretaceous, and knowing that this is the final season, especially considering now that Jurassic World, the movies have entered a new era, it is... it's certainly something. I'm not gonna say it's like, oh, it's so nostalgic. It's the end of the line, because like the first season of Camp Cretaceous came out in 2020. It's on the series as a whole has only been 5 years old. But with that said, I'm very excited that I get to react to this new trailer. I wasn't able to react to the teaser trailer because the teaser was like really short and half of it was just footage from Camp Cretaceous. But this one's like a full trailer for the season. So I'm going to watch it, we're going to react to it, and I'll break it down. However, because this is a Universal property, as in its own being Universal, I won't be able to use a lot of the clips here because they will copyright this video to hell and back. So forgive me if I pause and just react or, just like dissect something, because I think it's best if I just watch this thing in chunks rather than the full thing, and this video just never makes it to YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so that looks like the Dinosaurs from Dominion. So we're very clearly in Barrison Valley, and if I'm not wrong, the entire crew is in this. Yep, the entire crew is in here. All the Noobler 6 are in here. So this clearly must be at some point, maybe halfway through the season when the group reunites, because if you remember season 3, Kenji and Sammy was still like in Italy, while the rest of these guys went to goddamn, what was that country? Malta. That was it. They went to Malta. So the team was split up. So seeing them all here together means that we're very much the team has reunited, and we're most likely halfway through the season if I was to make a prediction. But let's continue.
Welcome to Biosin Valley.
After everything we've been through, you still really love dinosaurs. We found where they're training the dinos.
Okay, so we got new Atrociraptors. This was also shown in the teaser. So these new Atrociraptors were also shown in the teaser. They were also kind of hinted to at the end of season 3, where we find out that the handler did raise these raptors from birth, so it's very likely that just more of them exist. So
why is Biosin doing this?
Is that the Beckel Spinax from season 1? I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of hard to tell through here. Looks crocodile-ish enough. So yeah, until like we get a better shot, I'm assuming this is the Beckel Spinax from season 1. Yeah, it even has the sail on the back, so that makes me more confident.
Some mysteries should
Wu
stay locked up. Get us out of here! Hold on to your butts!
Okay, so it seems we're also going to be repeating a lot of the same stuff we saw in Dominion. The T-Rex is obviously in Biosin Valley, but they're also in a plane being chased by a Quetzalcoatlus. This was also in Dominion, so we're just kind of doing a lot of things beat for beat. That's the Giga. That's definitely the Giga.
Uh-oh. Looks like someone needs a visit from the Huggy Wuggy monster.
That's not normal behavior, right?
Not at all. Run, Smoothie!
Dinos. No. No, you're not about to convince me. I know it's a kid's show. I know very well it's a kid's show, but you're not about to convince me that a goddamn baby ankylosaur was able to knock a Dilophosaurus back. Like, I understand it maybe charging and hitting the eye and the Dilophosaurus being like, ugh, but like able to like actually repulsively like, oh, how dare you? No, I refuse. Therizinosaurus, this was also shown at the beginning. So it seems like they're gonna run into the Therizinosaurus a couple of times. Also, another thing I noticed, the Therizinosaurus is not covered in feathers. Was it covered in feathers in the movie? I don't think it was, but like, I don't know. I like the versions, or at least art depictions of the Therizinosaurus covered in feathers. It doesn't fully look right, fully naked like this. But it does seem like it's going to be chasing them. This is definitely at the fire part of Dominion, so again, closer to maybe towards the end of the season when the locusts put the forest on fire.
We got this. You taught us well, Dino Nerd.
Wait. We got it.
Yep, the Giga.
Are you
That's a
kidding me?
None of us would be in this mess if it wasn't for you.
Let's go. Let's go. I've been waiting for that one. I have been waiting for this. I have been waiting.
If it wasn't for you.
I have been waiting for the team to chew out Brooklyn since they reunited with her. I knew Darius was too much of a pushover to do so, as much as I really wanted to. In case it's obvious, Darius is my favorite member of the team, so it kind of annoyed me that he didn't. Kenji, I'm also surprised he didn't jump on Brooklyn's case, but and Yaz, like Yaz was just kind of there. But I am so no. Oh, sorry, Kenji wasn't there. Yaz was there. I'm dumb. But Yaz and no, Sammy and Kenji, I am so ready for them to chew her out for lying to them, for everything she has done. Even when she didn't need to do some of the evil crap, she did it and pisses me off. So I am so ready for them to give her a proper chewing out. And it needs to be proper. Like, Brooklyn needs to accept this, not just be like, oh, woe is me. And then Darius comes to her rescue and then she's like, okay, I feel better now. Speaking of which, I'm also really, really hoping, I think I mentioned this in my season 3 review, I'm really, really hoping Darius and Brooklyn don't get together, but the writing's on the wall, guys. I am not having too much faith. I will make a full-on video when we get to where we get to, and yeah, that's if they get together.
Bios needs to be stopped.
Prepare for impact in 5, 4, 3, 2.
This season, baby. November 20th. Be there or be square. Or you know what? Be Dino Chow. I don't even care. Y'all need to watch this show yesterday. It's so good. So yeah, looks good so far. Very excited on Netflix. And yeah, so that's kind of the trailer. We've already done the breakdown as we watch. A lot of this is also like very much my first reaction. So I'm just like pausing, analyzing the scene and like taking that in. So this is very much like my authentic reaction. I haven't seen this trailer before. So lots of it looks interesting. I love that shot with the Therizinosaurus in the fire. That's gonna be the thumbnail. And yeah, I mean, it just seems like we're gonna end off on a high note. It seems like the movie is gonna take place during Dominion, which makes sense. A lot of the best stuff from the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous / Kill series stuff is when they tie to the movies. You know, the best stuff in Camp Cretaceous was like in season 1 when the season 1 plot points tied into the 2015 movies plot points, and then you had season 3, which was based on the prologue of Fallen Kingdom, and then you had season 5, which ended with Fallen Kingdom's ending. All of that was like really good stuff. I'm not saying that the show is only good when it pays lip service to the movies. Okay, I gotta back up a bit because now it's yapping time. Okay, there we go. Also, the animation. I haven't talked about the animation. Peak. That, like, look at this falling animation alone. This is so good. Like the camera angle changes, and then they like, and then you get to see the details. Beautiful. Budget has been stepped up. This is why I say we gotta appreciate some modern stuff, guys. We gotta appreciate more modern stuff because they really are trying. And it's a shame that few shows that are this good exist, or at least few shows based on IPs that are this good exist. Like if I was to like name all the currently good shows based on pre-existing IP, you know, you'd have like Ninjago Dragon's Rise, that's like really good. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, that's really good. But then you'd have other stuff like Velma, which everyone agreed was bad, and it's like, you know, you could have done better. Like we want our IP to be good. Star Wars is kind of fumbling on the animation right now. I'm kidding, but like the animation isn't as prominent as it was like a couple years ago, and it's like we need to get back on the horse. I always love it when the animated stuff from pre-established IPs is always better than the movies, or just more or less ends up being better than the movies, because it shows that, yeah, kids media can be good, and the people who just like to say animation is only for kids, they're missing out on good content. But regardless, so yeah, animation's peak. I'm glad this series is a lot better than the actual trilogy movies, and that's what I was saying. Like the actual trilogy, the actual Jurassic World trilogy isn't good. I've been on record saying I don't really think those movies are amazing. They're not high art. The best movie from that trilogy is really just more or less a copy and paste of the first movie, only that the park is open. And I don't really love Jurassic World. I do appreciate it for making me fall in love with Jurassic Park again, but I'd never say it's an amazing movie, and I absolutely despise Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. I think it's slightly overhated. I really do think Dominion is it's kind of like Crystallized. It's kind of like Ninjago Crystallized to me. Where it's like I know it has flaws, but it's also like really enjoyable if you just like if you like look past a couple of the flaws. Um, but yeah, so for this thing, it's like as I was saying, like the show makes the movies more palatable. It's kind of like how Clone Wars made the prequel trilogy palatable. Like the Star Wars prequel trilogy, people don't like the prequel trilogy. The current generation of Star Wars fans do, but like most Star Wars fans don't like the prequel trilogy. Most fans who didn't grow up, that is, in the 90s and early 2000s, they don't like the prequel trilogy. But Clone Wars came in and made the prequels more palatable. They made them better because they filled in gaps, little plot holes, and just made the world feel bigger and crap, and made the world feel bigger and more lived in. And that's what the Jurassic World cartoons have done. They've made the trilogy feel big and more lived in. Is some of this stuff to the movies like are some of these callbacks to the movies a bit you know on the nose? Yes, very much so. A lot of these callbacks are very much on the nose. Like this season very much is going to be on the nose, like just play for play, beat for beat. Section of what Dominion did. Like everything Dominion did will be in this show. The Therosaurus, the Quetzalcoatlus, the Giga, all of that's going to be in this show, in this season. So like it's going to be very on the nose. But as I said, when the show does tie into the movies, that's when it like usually really gets good, because the show, because again, despite the trilogy being very weak in my opinion, those movies not being very good, the show does hold a lot of respect and reverence for them. And whenever they do tie into the movies, those episodes tend to be the best stuff we get from the series. And it's why a lot of people say Camp Cretaceous season 3 is like the best stuff from that show, and I agree. And for this show, we had like season 3. Season 3 had issues because the entire season was based on Dominion, where it's like we're taking our sweet time to build up to the whole Malta scandal reveal that happened in Dominion. So the season was like very slow. But this season we're jumping like straight into like the third act of Dominion. So we're just going to go through all the crazy stuff, and we're gonna do some interesting other concepts. Well, at least we're not going back to the damn robots from Camp Cretaceous season 4. So yeah, so long story short, this show is like really good. It gets better when it ties into the movies, but it doesn't rely on the movies to be good. It just uses the movies as like the backdrop, the setting. The main focus and heart of the show is of course the characters, which is what I was also saying earlier. I really hope Brooklyn gets her just desserts. I hope they chew her out. I really hope she understands the weight of her actions on the team. I really hope Darius and Brooklyn don't get together, and I just hope everyone, goes back home happily. Yaz and Sammy are definitely getting back together. There's no way in hell the show will end with them separated. And yeah, very excited for this season. Can't wait to see it November 20th. Universal, do not kill me for posting this video. And yeah, tell me, what are you guys' hopes on Jurassic World Chaos Theory? I've kind of yapped to the end of the earth here, but I feel like this trailer also hasn't given me too much to sink my teeth into. It's very predictable stuff I've seen. Is anyone gonna die? Highly doubt it. As much as this is the end of the story for these main characters, I highly doubt the story is they're gonna kill off any of them. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. So because it is at the end of the day still a kids show. So yeah. So yeah, tell me what you guys hope for Chaos Series season 4. Do you love the series? Do you have notes on it? And but I refuse absolute cartoon haters in here. If you want to say that the live action movies are special and animation should be taken seriously for children, and leave, you're not for my audience. But yeah, so that's gonna be all from me today, guys. Thanks for this reaction. New video hopefully coming out this weekend, and then I'm now writing next week's video. So we are working. I am working around the clock to get those done. But I think by next week I should be out of videos to do. So hopefully I'll also be able to give myself a breather. But yeah, with that said, I'll be Captain Phoenix. Thanks for watching this video and me yapping. I'll see you in another universe. Be sure to like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to be part of the team, and I'll see you in another universe. Goodbye, my Rangers.